Please know, I'm not saying it doesn't take a measure of work and effort. However, I definitely am finding that way more people are making this out to be so much harder than it needs to be to start learning how to make money online. If you are someone that's ready to take charge of your potential for earning online, I think you're going to really appreciate this video. In today's video, I'm going to share the 8 reasons why I've been so successful selling this one done-for-you digital product. And I'm also going to break down exactly how I am uniquely positioned to be able to help you on this journey as well. My focus and my goal is to leave you better than when you came and to help you fast track your success when it comes to making money online. Grab your notebook and grab your pen because this is going to be a good one. So there are 8 reasons for why I chose to sell and really stick to this one simple done-for-you digital product. And I really believe that focus on the power of one when it came to this product played such a role in the success that I've been able to see. I believe so many people go wrong when they embark on this journey of making money online is that they don't have that kind of focus. They're drawn by all the shiny objects. They hop around from thing to thing, idea to idea, listening to a gazillion people. So as you allow me to run through these 8 reasons, I really want you to hear the deeper message in all of this, and that is the fact that I was incredibly focused. I knew why I wanted to sell this thing, and I had a bigger picture than just making a quick dollar for myself. And I think if more people approach their business with other people in mind and really learn how to focus in this way, that they would have success as well. Reason number 1, I know, and I've always known, that with every single sale that I make inside of my business of this digital product, I knew that I was helping someone learn the skills necessary for them to be successful online. I knew that this digital product was 1000% worthwhile, and that anyone that purchased it and learned from it and applied it directly back to their business, that they have a really, really fair opportunity of success. I knew that I wasn't just selling something for the sake of selling it. I knew that with every single sale, I was so confident that I was literally handing someone like the keys to the kingdom when it comes to making money online. And I think that's really, really key to know that with every sale that you make, there's no guilt, there's no apprehension, you're not worried about someone refunding you because it's crap. I had so much confidence, in selling this. And I love knowing that every single time someone purchased this from me, that I was in fact leaving them better and that I was essentially setting them up for the success that they desire when it comes to making money online. And even though this was a done-for-you digital product where they would get that same license to sell it as their own, I knew that I was selling them something so much bigger. I wasn't just selling them a done-for-you digital product that they could replicate. I was selling them the information that they could use and apply to any kind of business that they wanted to build online. Again, I knew that I was helping people learn the essential digital marketing and online business skills, so that they can set themselves up to make money online forever, selling anything that they ever want to sell, creating any kind of product they ever want to create, and that I was really setting people up for long-term sustainable success. Reason number 2, I knew that by selling this digital product, not only was I giving people an opportunity to have a digital product that they could run from anywhere and build a global business, but I also knew that I was helping them develop the kind of skills that would enable them to build a global business regardless what they wanted to sell. All of these platforms, from YouTube to Instagram to TikTok to Facebook to Pinterest, the entire internet gives us the opportunity to be able to have a global business. But so many people don't know how to set themselves up to have that. And I'll never forget it. Somebody responded to one of my YouTube community posts one day, and I remember they asked me, Steph, can your course help me get started with making money online? Because I would really love to learn how to set up a business that I can run from anywhere. That was confirmation to me that so many people are out there wanting to learn how to make money in such a way where no matter where they are, they're able to run their business. And I think that is key. I think it's important to know that you have a business that you can not only run from anywhere, but you also have a business that can do business anywhere, because that allows you to be able to grow exponentially. And so again, really, really important. These skills are not just about selling a thing. These skills are really about equipping you to be able to do business on a global scale. And being that there are billions of people on these social platforms just waiting for people to show up and put products and services in front of them, it makes sense to learn how to monetize ourselves on these social platforms so that we can get a share, right, of this digital gold rush that's going on right now. I want to focus in on something just for a quick second. I think so many people are so focused on like, what can I sell and how can I sell it? And they're so focused on the thing instead of what I just shared, which was learning how to monetize ourselves on these free platforms where billions of people already are. And most people are consumers. If you put the right product or the right service in front of them, right, they will buy. And so instead of focusing so hard on what can I sell, instead of we focused on how can I learn how to position myself on YouTube? How can I learn how to position myself on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Pinterest, on LinkedIn, right, all around the web, and actually monetize, right, my presence, monetize my account, monetize my bio, I think more people would honestly win, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what these skills help us to do. When you know how to do that and you have that mindset around all of this, you literally can sell anything. Reason number 3, I knew every single time that I sold this to another person that I was helping them learn how to forever be in control of their earnings. I was helping them learn how to set up ownership and control inside of their business. Having a business of your own is not about spending all of your time and all of your energy building up someone else's brand or building up someone else's company. The reason this one was so near and dear to my heart is because over the years, I had multiple opportunities that were ran by other people, owned by other people, go away just like that. And so I know what it feels like to be earning 6 figures a year and to look up one day and your entire business has been taken away from you. And so the ability to not just, again, position yourself to sell something that you have no ownership, no stake, no control over, except for the marketing, but instead to learn how to actually set up opportunities, right, that you created, that you own, that you control, that no one can ever take away from you is gold. And so the way that we start getting on this path is by first learning how to do business online in a certain way, learning these digital marketing skills. The more that we know, the better we can actually do. And so over the years, as I learned these skills for myself, as I went through a lot of these things for myself and experienced a lot of these things for myself, it helped me to learn how to not just be a great promoter of other people's stuff, but it helped me learn how to get things set up in such a way where every morning when I wake up, I know that my business is not being taken away from me. I know that at the end of the day, I own and control a very, very large portion of my business. And I think that's so important to help other people realize that when they're first getting started. Trust me, it feels horrible, right? To think that you are building momentum, to think that, you know what, like, I'm on a really, really great track. You're making really great money. And to look up one day and everything that you felt like you've been building was taken away at a drop of a hat. I don't think sometimes people understand this, but if we're learning how to monetize these platforms, it's our brand, it's our likeness, it's our messaging, right, on these platforms that we're building. If we put all of our energy and all of our focus into building someone else's something, and that something gets taken away from us, essentially all of the content that you created is no longer good. And imagine creating content for like a span of 2 years, and that was the last straw for me. 2 years, I had promoted someone else's deal. And for 2 years in a row, I had earned over $100,000 promoting that thing. One day I look up and it was taken away from me. That was also 2 years worth of content that was no longer relevant that I actually had to take down. So again, reason number 3 is so near and dear to my heart because I want more people to know that even if they are starting from scratch, that they can get started in all of this and they can begin setting up factors and systems and processes, right, that they have way more ownership and control over than a lot of brand new people that get started online, putting so much of their faith into other people, like really, really believing that other people or other things are always going to be there. This is not doom and gloom, but I think it's so important for more people to know. And I really wish I would have understood like this element right here when I was first getting started. So over the years, as I wised up to this one fact right here, it all really came down for me to knowing that I had this necessary skills to be able to create opportunities literally out of thin air. There were many times where I was able to think of an offer or think of a product that I wanted to create, send it out to my email list, and be able to make like money on demand. We're talking hundreds and even thousands of dollars within hours to days of sending an email for an idea that I actually had. Not something I was promoting that was someone else's, right? But being able to literally use and leverage my knowledge, my skill, my experience, right? And that's what all of this allows you to be able to do. It's very, very empowering. If I had to think about one word, right, that really sums up the ability to be able to acquire these skills and to position yourself in such a way where you don't have to be solely dependent upon other people. And when you really dive even deeper into this whole idea, if you are someone working full time right now and you're looking to become job optional, right? Would you ever want to walk away from something stable like your job for something that is so unknown? And I think whenever you put your earning potential literally in the hands of someone else, right? Again, you bring that factor of unknown. But instead, when you can get to a place of relying upon your skill base, relying upon what you know, and you're able, again, to create things out of thin air, as snafus and things happen in business as they happen, right, you're able to fix them and or put provisions in place to continuously keep your income going. And I can tell you after almost 17 years of being online, right, that's exactly what I've been able to do time and time again, up until recently where I've set myself up so cold, right, where again, I'm at no risk, right, or fear of looking up one day and knowing that someone has so much control over my earnings, right, that I have to worry about what someone else is doing. I get to rock steady. I get to build my brand. I get to create amazing content that I know will be good for months and months and years down the road, because I know at the end of the day, with everything that I do, I'm essentially building my brand and I'm selling what I want to sell on the back of building my brand. And that's what I love knowing that I empower people with. Whenever you hear someone talking about being a product of the product that you sell, this exemplifies reason number 4 for me. So this was my life vest first. When I embarked upon this product, I was looking to make a really, really important pivot in my own business. And so this product allowed me to refine my digital marketing skills. It allowed me to get crazy serious about my business and to realize that for quite a while, I wasn't really doing the right things. I didn't have the best systems. I didn't have the best processes. I wasn't as consistent. I wasn't as diligent. There were just a lot of holes that I needed to fill. And so being a product of this product first for myself, I was able to fix my business, fix my bank account, and essentially fix my life. And so knowing what it was able to do for me, like it was really, really hard not to want to share such a product with other people. And again, being that ownership and control factor, I loved knowing, just kind of a little sneak peek into this, I loved knowing that I had gotten my hands on something that was able to help me, and that I had a license to now offer other people that exact same product as well as that exact same opportunity to be able to do all the things that I was able to do for myself. This product put me in the top 10% of online income earners. And if you don't know, business online can be very, very volatile when you don't have a strong foundation. So this product allowed me to build an amazing foundation, and it helped me go from very inconsistent growth and months inside of my business to a business where once I hit 5 figures, which was back in February, I've been able to experience consistent 5-figure months. I really can't move on without diving a little bit deeper into this, but for so long, I really believed that inconsistent growth and inconsistent month in a business that looked like this was just the expectation. You know, having feast and famine and having, you know, a $20,000 month and then a $2,000 month. Like I just thought that went with the territory. And it wasn't until this product where I learned how to slow down, think about my business differently, set up a different kind of foundation, again, with the right processes, the right systems, and the right consistency from me in terms of all the things that I do on a daily basis to run and manage and grow my business, where I realize now, and this is going to blow your mind, where I work less in my business now, and I have consistent 5-figure months that I don't even have to think about. When I was struggling, I worked so much harder. And again, think about it for a second. When you have ease and flow, where it's like, it's just the momentum that's carrying you, right? From day to day, week to week, month to month, right? Momentum is designed to keep you going. Where struggle, it clearly means something is missing. There are factors there that aren't firing properly. So of course you're going to overwork or work more, because what I found for myself is I was constantly trying to fix things. I was constantly trying to create new things. I was constantly trying to figure out what was broken. Right, I was constantly hopping around to new things, thinking that I needed to do something different, add something different, invest in something different. Like there was no flow about my business. So I was truly never building momentum. Peace of mind is what comes to mind when I think about this. Reason number 5, and this is a fun reason that I love talking about. It's the simple fact that we all should be set up in a business with high profit margins and low overhead. Let's talk about what that basically means. There's a lot of businesses that you can embark upon where the return on investment, right, is very, very low, where the overhead is really, really high, and where the profit margins are like next to nothing. You work really, really hard for a very, very small cut of commissions that you're earning per sale. What I loved about this particular model is the fact that our profit margins are pretty much like at 100%. What does that mean, Steph? Well, every time we sell our digital product, all right, whether you create it on your own or whether you are leveraging a done-for-you digital product like I am leveraging, right? Every time I sell my $500 digital product, about 2.9%, right, is taken automatically from the merchant. That's just the cost of doing business. And AKA, like, that's also a tax write-off. All right. But out of the 500, right, about $15 is taken, right, from the merchant. Okay. So around $485 is then sent directly to my bank account. There is no other middleman. I'm not splitting my profits, right, with anyone else. All right. The money comes instantly and directly to me. Right. And I think more people need to know, like, that is a thing. I think so many people make bad decisions when it comes to this when they're first getting started, because again, they're reliant upon someone else. And oftentimes when you put way too much control in someone else's hands, you do give up an element of freedom. So while this kind of business model may seem like it takes a little bit more work and effort to get set up, the rewards are tremendous. To know that as you're creating content and as people are buying because you created the content that attracted them and sold them on whatever your product is, when you make that sale, to know, right, like 98% of that money, right, is going directly into your bank account is absolutely huge. And anyone in business knows the higher profit margins you can have, the better. And then the other factor is low overhead. What I love about low overhead is that when we're getting started, oftentimes we don't have a lot of discretionary income, right, to invest into our business to keep it going. Oftentimes, right, it's no problem investing the few dollars to get started, right? But what happens for a lot of people is that they can't afford to stay in business. Right? The beautiful thing about the internet, though, is that if you do work your business like a business, you can set yourself up to see results fairly quickly. My first 30 days online, I made my first sale after day number 3. And in day number 30, I had made 28 sales during that month. So you can get off to a very, very fast track, and you can set yourself up to make money fairly quickly online. But what I love is that even as you do begin making money, you don't have to reinvest large chunks of what you're making back into your business. What if I told you, right, that I run my business for less than $100 a month? Yes, right, free content on YouTube. All right, I earn 5 figures a month and I run my business for less than $100. And for a lot of the people that I help get set up in the exact same way that I'm set up, they can start running their business on a monthly basis for $0. And I'll talk more about that at the end. But you've got to love the idea of high profit margins, right? Low overhead, which means as you start to make money, you get to keep way more money for yourself. You tack that on with ownership and control, it just feels like we have something that's entirely too good to be true. But baby, I'm telling you, like, this is absolutely true. And so reason number 5, like, I have to make sure that more people out there know that you can start a business like this, right? That can set you up to make really, really great money, right? And you don't have to reinvest crazy amounts of money as your business grows. And again, because this is digital, right? We get to set it up once and or create it once, right? And we get to make money from that over and over and over again. So unlike businesses where you might start selling on Amazon or you're selling on eBay, your inventory goes away, or as you sell, you have to replenish it. With a digital product, all you got to do, right, is just keep on selling it. You create and or license it once, which is what I did. I licensed my product, right, one time for $500, and I've been able to earn over $100,000 selling this thing over and over and over again. I'll talk about that more at the end. Reason number 6 of why I sell this amazing digital product over and over and over again, and why I lock in on it, is that anyone can purchase this digital product, not only learn from it, but they can also sell it for 100% profits. So as you heard me say earlier, I was able to license this digital product. I did not create it. I licensed this digital product. I began to learn from it and refine my own skills. And then I set it up to allow me to be able to share it and sell it for 100% profits. Let me tell you something. If you are on the struggle bus, if you've been trying to make money online, or if you are brand new, this is such a brilliant way to get started. And I know from experience, because even though I had experience when I licensed this particular product, when I first stepped online many years ago, I knew nothing about making money online. And it's exactly how I was able to get started, was with a product that taught me some stuff and then gave me the opportunity to turn right back around and share it and sell it with other people, and to be able to keep all of the money that came in. It allowed me to focus on learning. It allowed me to focus on creating my content. It allowed me to focus on promotion. It allowed me to focus on the money-making activities that led me to making money versus focusing on things like creating products. Let me tell you something. At that time, I would have had no knowledge around like what I knew or what I could potentially create to sell to another person. So I was so thankful that I was able to get such a fast start in that way by simply focusing on the things that actually make us money, which is the promotion side of things. So reason number 6, I love knowing that I'm not just selling information. There's nothing wrong with that, but I very much so am a money girl. I'm an opportunity girl, and I love to know that I'm giving opportunity to other people, that I'm not just giving them information or education, but I'm also giving them an opportunity to be able to turn their finances around, right, with this amazing product as well. So number 7 kind of links up with number 6, and that is I get to help people skip the creation portion of all of this making money online with digital products. I don't think there's anything wrong with creating digital products. I have an entire library of digital products that I created prior years, but I wanted to simplify my own business, and I really wanted to build a business that could help people that have no experience whatsoever and that were looking for not only really solid information, but a really good opportunity and maybe even a really dope mentor. And so I love knowing that I can help someone that might not know what kind of digital product they want to create get started in this way. One thing that I appreciated so much about this process for myself when I was first getting started is I vividly remember coming online and not having any idea of how to make money. Like literally, I didn't know all of the opportunities that existed. You might have way more knowledge than I had when I first got started. I had the desire to learn. And I've always had a fascination with entrepreneurialism, home-based businesses, making money, like anything that would allow me not to have to work a full-time job and to be able to make money on my own. I've always had a fascination with that. So when I came online and that's what I got to learn, to me, that was crazy exciting to be able to turn right back around and to be able to be in an industry that I was always already very, very interested in. So it was very easy for me to get caught up in that industry, to sell the products and services of that industry, and to love what it was that I was doing, where it just felt effortless. It felt easy, right? And so I love knowing now that as people are searching out there for ways of making money or starting a home-based business or, how they can start selling digital products or looking for digital marketing things, I love knowing that my business, my product, my brand is positioned in such a way to give people an easy start, just like I had when I was first getting started. So it's like, because I know where people are and I know where I came from, I can really, really appreciate the ease that this digital products affords other people when it comes to learning the ropes, as well as earning when you're first getting started as well. So even though you can sell this digital product as your own and keep 100% of the profits, right? It doesn't have to be your forever digital product. It just might be a really, really great way for you to gain your confidence, to learn what you've got to learn, to make some really, really great money, right? Faster initially, but you might decide to move on to creating your own digital products or having your own offers, creating various income streams. But to know that I can help people get started in a faster way, just like I was afforded when I first got started, like that really, really fires me up. And I know for a fact that I'm doing such a good thing for people, right, that want to get started in this way. Number 8, and this is going to be a big page out of my own journey. I really love and appreciate the fact that someone can come on board and they can begin learning and even building a business to 6 figures before ever thinking about leaving their traditional job. I just think that's so important. If someone can devote a couple of hours a day, like I'm not going to be one of those people that say, oh, just devote an hour a week and everything will work out for you. No, entrepreneurialism isn't for that person. If you work a traditional job right now, you want something more, you want something other than what you're doing, or you want to just stack your money. Maybe you don't even want to become job optional. I'm here to tell you that you can set yourself up to build a 6-figure business while you're working your traditional job. You're going to devote a couple of hours every single day to a few different things. Number 1, learning. Number 2, applying. And then number 3, your content, your marketing, and your promotion, which is really all in one. Now, when you're first getting started, you're going to be a lot more heavy on the learning and a lot more heavy on the setup. But there will reach a point in your business where you're not learning as much, the setup will be complete, and the majority of your time and your energy every single day will be focused on the content creation, the marketing, and the promotion. And that's the exact process I went through when I first got started. Now, learning is going to be a continuous work in progress. I believe that when you are about something, and again, you're really into it, like the learning, you're gonna constantly be in a space of learning. But once your business is set up and that thing is ready to begin making you some money, right, you've got to be willing to put in the work every single day that's going to help you produce the sales, right? And so a couple of hours a day, for some people that might look like 1 to 3 hours, right? For some people it might be a little bit more. It just depends, right? Everyone can give, right, the portion and the share of time that they want to give. And let me tell you something, it can all work out. Does it mean that some people might move faster than others? Absolutely, right? But who cares? It means you get to move at the rate and the pace that you want to move at. And I know from experience this is possible. Because with far less information and far less opportunity, far less ease, right? I was able I got started in 2007, and by 2008, the end of 2008, I started to experience my first $5,000 to $6,000 months pretty consistently. The biggest mistake I made, because as you can agree, that wasn't 6 figures a year, right? The biggest mistake that I made was literally leaving my job too soon. So the reason I emphasize that anyone with a traditional job, right, can learn this, begin applying these skills, get set up, and begin making money to the tunes of 6 figures a year before even considering leaving their job is not only that it's doable, but it's also the smart thing to do. And with this style of business, I am telling you, right, if you take my advice as your mentor, all right, you can do this with an incredible amount of ease, because when you do it right, you set yourself up to work far less than when you put yourself on the struggle bus, right, and you're working a ton harder. And one thing I can tell you about this information is that I have so many testimonies, so much feedback from people that are like, I wish I would have had this when I first started my small business. Steph, I see why I was struggling on social media. Like, this course is really making me realize what I was doing wrong, right? This course has been called a godsend to people. So I'm telling you, when you equip yourself with the right information and you learn how to slow down just a little bit to do things correctly, you can position yourself like me, where you end up building a foundation of the right processes and systems, where you begin building momentum. And because you're going to learn how to get everything set up properly, you'll actually have a business that can be running and generating you leads, building your audience, and even making you money while you are in fact working, right, that traditional job, right? Is any of this pie in the sky, get rich quick? No, it takes a measure of work. It takes a measure of effort. It takes diligence, right? But I'm telling you, right, knowing all that I know and experiencing all that I've experienced, in my opinion, it's never been easier than with this product to be able to set yourself up to do that. Now, this is what I mean when I say this was my life vest first. 2 years into my business, when I started to experience those pretty consistent $5,000 and $6,000 months, right? And I began to cut back on my hours. And then eventually I got myself into a jam where I was no longer employed, and I didn't go to look for any other employment because I thought that I had this. Guess what? I didn't know how to really build a business. I was just simply making money. The foundation I have now, I didn't have. The knowledge I have now, I didn't know. Right? Strategies, systems, processes. Wasn't working those things back then because I didn't really know they were a thing. Managing my money like a business, didn't know how to do that because it was just money in, money out, right? I didn't have the business acumen, the business sense that I have now. This course, this whole digital product was my life vest because it allowed me to look at business differently, and it allowed me to build something differently. So when I say that you can do this while you're doing whatever you got going on in your life, it's because it sets you up, right, with the right foundation, not just a money-making foundation, but a how to build your business properly foundation, right? And with me as your mentor, right, like, I'm going to make sure you have the right knowledge, right, as well, to go along with all that you're learning here to help you make really great decisions, right, and choices as you're building your business. Right now, I have a business where it's not just me earning 5 figures a month, right? But I've been able to earn it. I've been able to stack it where the provisions that should have been in place, right? When I decided not to look for employment, when I became employed, if I would have had these provisions, we would have been perfectly fine, right? These are the things that so many people don't know to look for when they're first getting started in their online business. But all of these things are very, very important because it's these things that will actually keep you in business during both the good times as well as the bad times. Can business be volatile? Absolutely. But when you learn how to build a proper foundation, your business can be sustainable. And that's what I love knowing that I help people set up themselves to do, is to build something sustainable, because this is way bigger than just making a quick buck online. Right? This is about building a business that can support your lifestyle for both today as well as into the future. I'm going to drop my information down below in the description so you can actually learn more about this amazing digital product. But now is an excellent time to remind you that this is, in fact, a phenomenal 6-figure opportunity for both you to learn the necessary skills to survive online, and also a fantastic opportunity to set you up to begin earning without having to create anything of your own. Let me just spend a couple of minutes and share with you exactly what you get when you decide to invest in this digital product. Number 1, you get the 29-module course that's going to teach you everything you need to know about the business of online business, as well as these amazing high-income digital marketing skills. All right? It will take you far further than just selling the course itself. it might be a great starting point for you, but learning these skills and acquiring this knowledge is way bigger than just selling this course. All right. So first you get the knowledge. Second, you get the license. So as you're going through this training, if you're a lot like me, where you're like, I've always been like excited about entrepreneurialism, making money online, starting home-based businesses, and I would love to share this information with other people like Steph is sharing, we give you a license to be able to sell this entire digital product as your own, allowing you to earn 100% profits every single time you sell it, just like I do down in my description. Number 3, you get invited to office hours every single week as an element of support. You have questions, right? I personally am there every Tuesday to answer your questions, right? And to help you in making progress. It can be tech related. It can be questions over running your business, questions over the training, right? Whatever it is, right? Every Tuesday you have a place to show up and be supported. And this is the only place where you have the opportunity to work with me one-on-one. Every single month, I send out an email and I open up a couple of spots for those that want to work with me one-on-one, right, to get personalized help and guidance in their business. This is your opportunity to be able to work with me Monday through Saturday, ask individual questions, personalized questions, have conversations, get mentorship over this business that you're building. So as a personal customer of mine with this digital product, those opportunities are opened up every single month. I will drop the link down below in the description, or simply go to goprowithsteph.com. All of the information is there, and I'm telling you, like, this is the place to be if you are ready to take charge and really learn what it takes to build a sustainable online business, not just for today, but also for the long term. I really hope that you are leaving better than when you came. I had a blast doing this video today. I hope it left you inspired, and I hope that I get to see you inside of the community. Have a great day. Bye-bye.